A lot of people have been asking me for build videos and stuff. I'm not very good at this. Not very good with my words and stuff sometimes. You know, sometimes I stutter, mutter, all that jizzy jazz. But I do build a lot of cool stuff. I had to send one of my guns away. It was the Gorilla and Mac Quick Connect Upper. It was leaking. I could not get it to stop leaking. I tried everything, but I sent that away to a really amazing technician at Trigger Airsoft in Vancouver, or Richmond, I should say. Steve's absolutely amazing. If I can't figure out something, he can, and I know he can. He's the man. He's built my pistol for me when it took me 2 years to even get it to shoot. It was a long process, but he was able to do it, I think, within an hour. The guy's amazing. But anyways, let's carry on. So I'm in the process of putting this together. This is a Skull Performance gearbox with a speed trigger. This speed trigger is adjustable, and it also has the bearings on it. I have 3 other ones right here. So as you can see, I got 2 black ones, a blue one, and a gold one. It has the bearings on them. I think they look really cool. I'm really excited to get these done. So let's move forward with what I'm going to be putting together today. Yet again, Skull Performance gearbox. I'm going to be using this. Nothing else in there. This is the first time I've opened this, so just checking everything. I got the Skull Performance. I opened this one just because I wanted to make sure it was the right color and everything, and it is. I also got 2 patches from them, which I'm always. Sometimes I feel like I get more excited about the patches than I do the receivers and stuff I buy. You know, I got mixed reviews on the Skull Performance parts. Their gearboxes seem to be good, but the screws are just trash. And another thing I don't like about them is they use like a shitty pot metal. And, you know, like for the same price, I can get something like this, CNC machined, you know, aluminum. This thing is sturdy, durable. I could drop this a few times, bang it around. Nothing's gonna happen to it. This thing, I'd be worried that this thing will fall apart eventually. Sorry, my tools are all just kind of scattered everywhere right now. But I kind of want to show you guys what I mean by that. I don't think I'll be buying any more Skull Performance stuff. Just because it's not to my standards. Nothing to do with the company or anything. Oh, I can show you on this upper. So this gold one here, I bought it just because I wanted, oh, one moment, just the lower. This is what I'm using for my other build that I had to send away to Steve. It's gold with the black splatter, and then I have the black with gold splatter upper, the Mac and Gorilla Quick Connect upper. But as you can see, like this is, you know, they didn't paint the whole thing. You can kind of see the colors and the different, you know, and you can, I don't know if you can hear that and know the difference between metals and stuff, but it's like, this is like a flimsy pot metal is what I would call it. It's nothing durable. I feel like I could literally squish this and break this with my grip. Which is kind of scary because, you know, this stuff is not cheap. any of this stuff is not cheap. And you would think when you're spending, you know, hundreds, you know, I think this was close to $600. You know, I could buy a full gun for $600. So you would think that it would be a bit better. But anyways, let's carry on with the video. I'm going to put this away. I'm going to crack open. Sorry, like I said, all my tools and everything are just scattered everywhere and keeps shutting off. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm going to have to edit. But anyways, I edit all my videos anyways. It's missing something. Okay, where's that box? Let me see. There's no inner. Oh my God. Okay, I'm really disappointed with Skull Performance now. Luckily, I have a lot of spare parts and stuff, but they did not send me the inner barrel with their product, which they did last time. So thank God I'm not using this one. This is kind of just going to sit around until I decide to build another gun. So I just emailed them. Hopefully they'll get back to me. But I'm super disappointed with Skull Performance in every aspect. You know, there's shitty pot metal parts. The screw on this one, I have to drill it because it's I tightened it and then I realized that the engine flops around on the inside. Here, I can probably show you right here. You can hear it and see it, which is not good. It will mess with the performance of the gun. And if you know me, performance of your gun is key. Storm, what are you doing? What are you rushing up the stairs for? You're good, dude. Performance is key on your air replicas, because if you don't have good performance on your guns, then what good is it? You know, that's why you buy an X-Fog, right? Because you don't want to be running around with a $2,000 gun and then you can't see anybody because of the fog. So, you know, buying all the necessities and stuff is key. But anyways, let's get into it. So how should I start this? So I'm going to put this over here, this here, and this here. First thing I want to do, and I'm going to put this over here. So first thing I'm going to do is grab my barrel. I always buy PDI barrels from Andy's Airsoft. That company is great. It's always Andy himself answering the phone when you call, if you have to call, which I've talked to him a few times because I order a lot of stuff from him, especially my barrels, because he always has them and he cuts them right then and there to the size that you want. And he's great to deal with, just like Trigger Airsoft. I am in Canada, so I'm referring to Canadian companies. So let's get the barrel out. I always use an R-Hop. If you don't know what it is, it's just a piece of plastic, or a piece of rubber, I mean, sorry. See, told you, muttering and stuttering. A piece of rubber that sits right here on the barrel. You have to glue it. And it's just for accuracy. I like it. It works for me, but you use what works for you. You don't have to go for the PDI barrels. These are very expensive. But like, if you could see just the cleanness and the, oh, they're so well made. Good steel, the Japanese steel. I'm pretty sure it's Japanese. Oh, I already threw the thing over there, but I'm pretty sure it's Japanese. Yeah, Japan. So I always get for indoor, I always get the 6.01 inner diameter barrels, PDI, and then the Japan. I don't know if you can see it, but it says Japan right there. So let's get that going. I'm gonna pop this open. Get that out. This is instructions. I don't need it. If you buy it from Andy's Airsoft, he's awesome, and he always gives out the instructions. And as you can see, it's very detailed. There's a lot here. They're great. So I'm gonna get rid of this, throw this in my garbage back here. Get the rubber out. Now, excuse me. So I'm gonna set this right here so it doesn't get dirty. I'm gonna get my glue ready. Now, you do not need or want a lot of glue on it. This is the part that you want to be very careful. Some guys, what they'll do is they'll get a toothpick and they'll put a little dab on the toothpick and then kind of spread it on here. But I've done this so many times. You can see the little tiny bit just coming out. So I just touch on either side. Doesn't look like a lot of accent, like a lot of extra on there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it on here. Perfect. So none went on the inside, which is amazing, because sometimes that will happen and then you kind of want to scrape it off, right? I did get some glue on my fingers, but that's okay. And then what I'll do, just to be on the safe side, is I'll stick a, yeah, see, nothing. That was perfect. Perfectly executed. Yeah, it's good. Kind of squished it down, so I just want to make sure again. So now there's a little bit of extra glue on the side here. I'm going to just scrape that off with an X-Acto knife, because it will kind of make it harder for the hop-up nub to go on. I got lots of hop-up nubs, but I think this one kind of looks damaged on the outside, but I'm not worried about the outside as I am this here, because this is what connects to your engine here. So this one looks good. I have a bunch of them, so just laying around. So I think I'm going to use this one. Line it up. Sometimes these can take a minute. But okay, so the hop up for the Polarstar engine. Let's get this out. Now this should already be set for the flat hop, which would be an R hop. Yep. So that's perfect. I'm gonna get all these little pieces out. Throw that over here. These I don't need because I have the R hop in there, which is for a flat hop up, which is what it's already set for. And there's all this stuff. Okay, now let's get this in here. Now you always want to make sure the line's on the bottom, obviously. The nub is at the top. Push it in. There. Okay, now let's get that seated. So this is what's going to set your barrel and not allow it to move. So if it doesn't go in, if it's not flat and stuff, you kind of just want to wiggle the barrel around, move it around until it does seat. There, I heard it. I don't know if you guys heard it, but you kind of hear it click in, and you know it's seated when it's relatively flush. You know, actually this one's not too flush, but I heard the clip. I know it's in properly and it's good to go. So let's get this on here to kind of keep the barrel in the same position. Oh, now let's get the ring on here. There, and now the spring. Okay, there it is. So what I want to do now is get this set in here and this on here. I hope this gun turns out really good. I hope I don't have to send this stuff off. I shouldn't. I'm not a tech by any means, but I've tinkered and I've done enough teching with my other M4s and stuff. You kind of want to have this lined up. So this is just being a little pain in the butt right now. There we go. Ooh, as you can see, that barrel might be too fucking long. I don't know. Well, I'm not gonna stress about that right now. I'll have a tracer unit on it. Hopefully the barrel's not too long, because that would suck. It'd be another $200 I'd have to spend, because I'm pretty sure these barrels, when I had them cut, they're expensive when you get them cut. The barrel alone is like $140 to $160, and then you get it cut, it's an extra $30, and then shipping and all that jazz. Storm, please just go lay down, Bubba. You go over there. You don't have to. Okay, this is my dog. The room's a mess. I just came back from airsoft the other day. The kids haven't cleaned my room yet, but this is my dog. He's very clingy. He always wants to be next to me. I think I just heard the kids come home. He always wants to be next to me at all times. You know, it can get annoying, but he's such a good boy. I wouldn't trade him for the world. I haven't used it yet, but hopefully I can build this gun today and get it working. It has all of this stuff in it, like for the magnet and everything. I don't think I need these wires because they come on the Polarstar engine. Oh, you know what's really weird is the other ones came with extra magnets. Why didn't this one? Anyways, it doesn't even matter anyways. Okay, let's get this taken apart. Now, I already know these screws are cheap, shitty fucking metal. Pardon my language, but I already know, as I was already ranting, I'm really sick of the Skull Performance. I don't think I'll ever buy anything from them again. Unless if they send me something cool, you know, and do something cool for me. I don't know. I've spent a lot of money with them, in the thousands. I'm not sponsored or anything. I spend all my own money on all this stuff. I'm just a degenerate, and my wife doesn't stop me from spending money. So I'm like a kid, and I buy frivolously, and And a lot of times I overbuy stuff, like the like the triggers. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one, but when I go to build another gun, I'll have this this gearbox. Same thing. I bought it to change my other gearbox on my M4. It didn't quite fit because it's an ICS with a split gearbox, and it was not working for me. Okay, so so this one actually did come with one. Okay. Skull performance pisses me off. So where's the... Oh, okay, it did come with... Okay. Alright. So last one didn't come with the small screw, which I was fucking pissed, but luckily I'm a junk hoarder, as you can see. If, I got shit just everywhere here. This is my space. The kids aren't allowed in here unless if I'm in here with them cleaning and stuff. So this is kind of my space, my junk. Move something, I'll know. Okay, let's carry on. Let's get this thing off of the trigger, because I need to put the magnet on there. I didn't do that with the last one. I just backed it off and ended up gluing the thing on, but I think I want to take this one off and kind of glue this piece on properly. So this will sit like this. The magnet's got to be like this. So I'm going to do a little dab. Not much. I never use a lot of glue, because if I do it wrong or something and then I have to take something off, I want it to be kind of easy. I don't want to struggle. Oh, this one's not gonna. Okay, I'm just gonna set this right here for a minute. Get this on here. Let's just make sure it's straight before I go and tighten it all the way. That makes me think that that might have to go here. I'm just going to take that out. I'm going to put this here. And then what did I do with... Oh, here it is. I want this little one here. I think this is just yeah, so I'm gonna put this here, kind of, you know, to get it set, just like that. And then I'm gonna use this one to tighten it. I think that's what I did on the last one. But then I feel like that's gonna, I just want to see what this is gonna, so yeah, that screw has to sit like that. Okay, now let's get the trigger. Hopefully this is, yeah. Oh no. Okay, I didn't put enough glue on. Well, good thing that happened now. So I'm gonna over glue this one. I have an extra one, and I also have an extra magnet thing. So fuck it, right? So that's how that was it, yeah. Let's just wipe off some of this excess glue, just so it doesn't touch anything else. Make sure it's all the excess, yeah. That should be good now. We'll get the spring on here. And we'll kind of get this set in there like that. With the spring, it kind of wants to bounce off. So let's get this on here like that. Let's have a look. That's kind of perfect. If you can see, that screw avoids the trigger. So that's good. That's what I wanted. Let's get this tightened up. Oh, that black looks good. Now remember, these are shitty screws, so I'm not gonna over tighten, or I'm not gonna screw these ones up, but I am gonna make sure. I am gonna make sure that they are snug. Just one little. Because I don't want anything to happen. So this is all magnetic now, right? So like the moment that trigger even moves, like I'll set this later, but because it's magnetic, it should, as soon as it just even moves a hair, it should, the trigger should go off. It should go off. The engine should go off. Okay. That's done. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside. Oh, why'd that do that? That's all right. Set that aside. Let's get this opened up. So I know this is the screw that screwed up on that one. So now I know I want to be very careful with these. And I just remembered I need, I want to get these things 3D printed so the engine doesn't move. Here's the engine. Almost over $700 with tax. Not fucking cheap, but really, really reliable. so let's get this on here. Get that snug, a little bit more snug. You don't want to over tighten it. Tighten it too much. Like that is fine. So now I know that the engine is going to be loose. Plumber's tape here. So what I'll do with the plumber's tape, of course it's fucked up. Well, first I'll rip that piece off. Garbage. And then I'm gonna wrap this part here. I don't know how many times. This is the first time I've ever done something like this. I usually would prefer to get something else, but I just want to get this gun built and tested and everything. So obviously you want to stay on that silver stuff. You don't want to get into those holes or cover those holes, because your engine won't perform. It needs those holes to breathe, to send air through the machine, and all that jazz. So I'm just gonna keep looping this around until it's a bit thicker now. I think I'm gonna end it right there and just see. Let's get the engine in here like that. And I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna clamp that worked perfect. I think I might have went a little overboard just because the separation. I don't know if you can see that. You should be able to see that just because of that separation. But whatever, it's gonna work. I was thinking about asking one of the refs at Force on Force, because I know he's got a 3D printer. Oh, that's not good. So let's push this down here. Now, my kids are really excited about these guns. They're really pumped. They've been really enjoying airsoft lately, which I'm really excited about, because I've been playing for what? Well, I started off with paintball, but I've been playing airsoft probably 18 years. My friend Spenny, I used to work with him, and he was always telling me, oh, I'm going to airsoft this weekend, like blah, blah, blah. And he always wanted me to go with him. So of course, me being the paintball guy, I went, and he said, oh, I got a gun for you, you know, like you don't have to go and buy a new gun and everything. But I knew, what the fuck is going on here? I knew I was going to be into it. So I went out and I bought a $700 gun. Knowing that I was going to be into it because my paintball passed. I don't like, oh, there we go. That sits better now. That's what was going on. The spring was kind of catching on it. I don't fucking like that. I don't like the look of that. Whatever. I'm not going to complain. Let's just get it built. Sorry guys, I didn't realize that my camera died. So I've got the gearbox in there. I got the poppet and nozzle wire hooked up. Now to get the wire, the hose through here without overstretching. There we go. And you kind of want to, I always like to try and tuck these away as much as you humanly possibly can because you don't want to pinch them. That looks pretty. That looks, fuck. I don't like, oh, and let me just, sorry, let's just get this on there and put the pin in it. Oh, wrong pin. Wrong pin again. There it is. Well, you know, I don't like that I can see the tape here, but whatever. Maybe I'll get, that feels good. That feels good. So now, let's see how far that barrel can go into there. I hope this works, guys. If it doesn't, I'll be fucking choked. Oh, it does. It. Oh, it goes pretty far. That that looks pretty freaking good. Or this one. Probably this one. But so let's see what this one looks like before I go and that's not too bad. I don't like the blue and the red being there, but I can't. Okay, there's nothing I can do. Come now.
Yep. Holy shit.
And then so this will be like this.
That's freaking awesome.
That's sick. Eh? You like that?
I kept getting compliments on the gun I was using because I was using one of yours.
Yeah,
the pistol.
The pistol, yeah.
How it would shoot really fast and how it looks so cool.
So I just put my gun in the full auto position. Now I'm gonna hit save. Save. Full. I don't get that. Why did it do that? So put your gun fire selector in full auto position. Why is it doing that? I don't understand. Let's set trigger again. Set trigger. Oh, it disconnected. Let's set safe mode. Safe. Now let's put set trigger. Put the gun position in safe. Put the gun on safe position before processing. So safe. Please pull trigger down. Keep pulled position. Want the gun will when you want the one position. You want the gun to fire. But then it just disconnects. Put in full auto position. What's happening right now? Oh, how do I reset this? Okay, I'm stumped for words here. I'm lost. I don't know what to do. I'm going to show you what I've been doing. So I got the app opened up here. I'm going to hit select safe. Please put your gun's fire selector in the safe position when ready. It's in the safe position, ready. Let's save that. Boom. Takes a while. Save successful. Let's go to full auto. This is gonna sound like shit. Well, it's this is my problem. So I'm in safe. I'm in semi. Oh, it was working. See, now it's working. Barely. And then you go into full, and it's just on. I've been fucking around with it and fooling around with it for a while. I don't know what to do. I keep changing the settings. Let's just go like this. Delete silver gun. We're connected. Okay. So silver gun. Export. We'll go right into here. So none of this should be set now. Let's see. It's still going. So I'm going to try. I don't know what to do. I'm going to go safe first, because that's what I thought would be good. Right? Save position, save successful, or whatever the fuck it says. I'm going to do trigger next, because, you know, trigger set. I'm going to pull the trigger, hit the save button, right? So put the gun in the safe position before proceeding. Please pull trigger and keep pulled in position you want gun will fire. When ready, hit save. Trigger pulled. Save. And then it just that's what happens. Like okay, so I was having issues. I'm still kind of having issues, but I got everything set. I just had to, what I had to do, so the magnet that was for the Gorilla mfcu kept coming in contact with the gearbox, which was indicating that the trigger was being pulled when it wasn't, only when it was in full auto. So the selector plate would be push back to full auto, and the magnet was too close to the thing, too close to the gearbox, and it would indicate that it was shooting, but it would work in semi. So I got that fixed. What's happening, because this magnet thing this is all new to me. So what's happening now, oh, okay. So that's full auto. And see, I'm holding the trigger towards this way and it shoots. But if I go straight, it doesn't shoot, see? And if I push this way, it doesn't shoot. But if I kind of hold the trigger like that, it shoots. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it apart again and put another washer in. But at least it's not doing what it was doing before, where it was full autoing without even me pulling the trigger, which was very annoying. Kind of sucks because I had to delete, because I was having those issues and I got frustrated and I deleted my Gorilla app. So now for every gun I have the Gorilla FCU, I have to, which I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. I'm going to have to reprogram them, and some of them are different. Like 2 of them have a low flow poppet valve and a low flow a light spring. So they're the airflow and the poppet is set differently. But okay, let's get another washer out. I'm gonna try and use a medium thickness one. I already have the thickest one possible that I have on there. I'm gonna go for a medium thickness now because I don't want to have to take this apart again. It's getting really annoying. But that's all part of, you know, when you're working on your own guns, this is part of the deal. Like, especially with this custom stuff, sometimes you'll have to take it apart a lot more than you want to. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, so that's in there now. Gotta hold that. Let's get this on there. Oh, kind of. It doesn't have much wiggle room, so hopefully this will work, and I think it will. It better. Just because I want this gun to work for this weekend for the kids. I ordered the other stuff for the red and blue gun, so hopefully that will be here relatively quick. And me already tinkering around with this one, I already know everything I need to do for this one, which I could just do. Actually, I could record that too for you guys and show you guys exactly kind of what I had done. Now let's see. That trigger doesn't even want to move now. So this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Let's get the thinner washer. I think that washer kind of went into the thing. So I'm gonna add another one, but this is kind of defeating the, like that bigger one should have just worked then. I don't get it. I want it to move around. I want to be able to pull the trigger, but not have the trigger move back and forth in the gearbox, if you know what I mean. That seems better. Okay. Now let's tighten it up and see. Hopefully this works, man. I'm getting... then Skull Performance. Whoa, there's no way that's not gonna work, but it is what it is. As long as I can get these guns operating for the kids. I don't know why I bought such expensive guns for the kids, but I did. And I don't know, I have a lot of custom guns, so why shouldn't I? Well, they're still going to be my guns technically, but these are meant for the kids to use. Oh yeah, there's like a sea hair of play in there. So it's not much. This should be good. So we got our mag release in there. Let's get the upper back on. Yeah, these are some pretty badass guns. These are going to be some pretty badass guns. Just want to see if it's going to catch it. Nope. Oh, it was unsafe. Yeah, that's yeah. I don't know why it doesn't. I'll have to reset the selector switch there, because for some reason it sounded like it was in binary or just semi when it was in full auto. But I can fix easily just by the settings. Oh, this is gonna be badass. Make sure it's centered. Oh. There it is. This kind of looks ugly. I don't know what I'll do. I might kind of just hook it up like this, because I don't want it to hit their hands. But this is it. That's the gun. But maybe I'll just show you guys anyways what I mean with the Gorilla FCU. Try and get some. Okay, so the battery's connected. So now what I do is I'm gonna go into my Gorilla FCU app. I'm going to hit connect. I'm gonna hit the connect. Silver gun. I renamed it. And then so what I'll do is I'll come down here. I'm gonna set them all again. I'm gonna hit set safe. Oops, set safe. It's in safe, as you can see. Hit save. We'll see. Save successful. Let's do full auto. Put it in full auto position. Hit save. Save successful. Now let's do trigger. So with the trigger, put it in save position and pull the trigger and hit save. So I got the trigger pulled. Save. Save successful. So I'm still trying to learn this app. I'm gonna write it because this is what saves it or whatever. And then see, like, this is because I had before, I had like speed, I had all of these deleted because I don't need any of these. All I run is a polarstar F2 with my Gorilla FCUs. So base F2, we'll go to that one. But these settings here is not what I'm gonna have them set to. I'm gonna have to go through the gun, you know, test fire into that box and bring the dwell down, the nozzle down, and everything until it doesn't shoot. And then once it doesn't shoot and it doesn't feed, then I go back up one. So like I can, you know, you can adjust it by very slightly doing that, or you can just boom. So my previous settings, I had the dwell set pretty low. I had the nozzle set really low, like 3, and blah, blah, blah. But anyways, I'll just do that, go back to those settings, and disconnect. Okay, so now, let's hear. It's still doing that.
You're good. Done? Test?
Yeah.
Damn, that looks cool. Look to the light.
So bizarre. So let's, this drives me nuts. Okay, now I'm gonna write that, make sure it saves, and I'm gonna disconnect. Now let's see if that made a difference. Whoa! No, it's doing that again. No way. Okay, so it's doing that thing again. I'm gonna try and fix it. I should be able to do it. I don't know what's going on. I gotta get the magnets set properly. It's just pretty much getting the magnets set properly. For some reason, the trigger wiggles more now again. So I think it's just getting stuff set properly and everything, and not moving. But I'll get it figured out and I'll let you guys know. Stay tuned. Okay, I just wanted to give you a little update on what I've done since yesterday. So this morning I had an idea. I wanted to get the line, instead of through this hole, I got it through the handle here. I kept this, the motor thing, and that's where the battery will sit inside there too, so it's kind of hidden. The line's through there. Looks good. It shoots. All I have to do now is dial it in on the app for the dwell and the nozzle and all that, so I can get better air efficiency. Okay, let's check the FPS. So at the indoor field, They want it at 1.1 or something. Again. That's pretty. I can go up just a little bit more. So that's shooting at 1.05 joules. Pretty consistent. It's just going in between 1.04 and 1.07. So it's pretty, it's not ideal, but it's good enough. Well, for semi, set to 40. I'm not gonna touch anything else, so I'm just gonna mess around with the dwell. Let's go down 5. I'm gonna go down 5 and see if it still fires. Oh. So 35 is what I wanted at. Let's hit right, because that's what saves it. Now let's see if it fires. It continues to fire. Oh. Yeah, fuck, this thing's just getting shredded. So we know it's shooting at the 35. Let's go down to 30. Right. That's fucking, what do I do? Do I go down? Let's go down to, I'm at 30. Let's do 28. I don't want to be jumping down my 5s now because I know it should be set around here somewhere. This is just, the dwell is for how long the valve stays open. So it allows, the longer it stays open, the more air comes out. But I want this to be set so I'm super air efficient. I don't want to be out there wasting air. I do have a scuba tank and everything, but still, I like to have my guns set. So you can even hear the difference. I can hear the difference. See, so it's starting to, oh, that's why. The mag's almost empty. Wow, I went through that many already. These are 250 round mags. So I think I like that where that's set now. Now, let's put it back in safe. And let's go to the, I'm going to keep it at 28. I'm going to go to nozzle dwell. I'm going to go, it's at 14. I'm going to go to 12 and see what happens. See if it starts misfiring. If it's misfiring, then we know I need to go back up. Oh, damn safety. That's shooting pretty good. So let's go down another 2 to 10. right. Did the same thing. See how it's misfiring now? So now I know I'm gonna want to go. Let's go to 11, right? Because I don't want this thing. So 12. Let's go back to 12. 12 seems to be the spot for the nozzle dwell. Let's hope it stays that way. Oh, it's even. So let's go back up. Oh, it disconnected. Son of a bitch. Let's go back up to 13. Because I don't want it to be misfeeding. If you know what I mean. It still misfeeds a little bit. Fuck, should I just keep it at 14? I think I might have to. I might have to go above 14. Let's see. I think I'm going to keep it at the 14. And I think I'm going to change the dwell to 30. Okay. Now that was the nozzle. Pop it. Oh fuck, should I even do any of that? Pop it delay. Let's go down to 10 and see if it misfires. I think I'm hitting something strong in there. It's not misfiring. So let's see if we can get this one a little bit lower. Let's go to 8. Let's go to 6. So it did. I caught a bullet with my bare hand. If I hope some people know what that's from. If not, I'm too fucking old. So that was good, but I did hear it misfire once, so I'm going to go back up to 7. I'm going to write that. So now nozzle delay. I'm going to go down to 12 and write that. Remember, these started at 14, right? Fuck. Should I just shoot into the garbage? That's shooting pretty good. Let's go down to 10. I'm gonna have clean this room up really well. If you want to see this box is just mangled. I've been using it since I moved into here for about 2 months, setting all my guns and stuff. I'm making a mess, but it's all for the viewers, baby. All right, so the nozzle delay, it stayed at 10. Let's go to 8. Right. Yeah, that's going good. I'm gonna set that down to 6. Let's see if I can get it to right. So you hear that? That's why I do it for so long. So let's put that back up to, let's go to 7. The other one's at 7. I'm gonna shoot it in the this box again. BBs are going everywhere. Okay, I think semi's good. Semi's good. I like that. Let's load up the magazine again. I'm making a fucking absolute mess.